With Aaron Judge, Bobby Witt Jr., Paul Skeens, Tarek Skubal, and many more stars, the US entered the WBC as heavy favorites. To start the tournament, they cruised past Brazil and Great Britain with big wins, and never trailed against Mexico, which meant all they needed was to defeat Italy to secure their spot in the quarterfinals. In Italy's first two games, they shut out Brazil 8-0 and took down Great Britain 7-4, but still, no one expected them to take down the tournament favorites.
From Houston, Texas, welcome to the 2026 World Baseball Classic on FS1, presented by Capital One.
On the Italian side, their lineup was sneaky. Last season, Vinny Pasquantino hit 32 bombs and drove in 113 runs. Dominic Canzone posted an 840 OPS in 243 at-bats, and Kyle Teel broke out with a 121 OPS plus with the White Sox. The biggest difference, however, came on the mound. Getting the start for the Italians was Michael Lorenzen, a former All-Star who had a 4.64 ERA in 141 2/3 innings pitched last season, while the US handed Nolan McLean the ball. In 8 starts last year, he pitched to the tune of a 2.08 ERA and is a consensus top 10 prospect in the sport. With this in mind, you would have expected the US to distance themselves early, but the Italians had other plans.
Kyle Teel sends a high fly ball to deep left field. Anthony's back, turning and watching this one go.
Sitting fastball, Teel sent the first pitch he saw from McLean over the wall in left field to give them the early lead. And just 2 batters later, they continued to utilize the long ball.
Here's a drive to right center field that sends Judge back to the track, to the wall, and gone. Sam Antonacci hits a home run. Team Italy with a 3-0 lead.
It became clear early on that McLean didn't have his best stuff, and his replacement Ryan Yarborough didn't fare much better.
Hits this one hard to right field. Judge will turn and watch it fly. Caglione has hit the 3rd home run of the game for Team Italy.
Despite the immense power on the American side, it was the Italians who proved more powerful. All the while, Lorenzen, who many presumed would struggle, cruised through 4 2/3 scoreless innings.
Another 2-2. Goldschmidt swings and misses. Strikeout number 2 for Lorenzen.
Lorenzen's dominant start allowed even more time for Italy to distance themselves in the game, as Teel doubled and Caglione walked to create yet another threat for the underdogs. And this time, poor defense by the US allowed Italy to tack on more runs.
To the mound. Keller's got it. Low throw gets into center field. DeRazio comes in to score. Judge makes the catch. We saw his arm last night. Here he'll go to 3rd with it. 4th with the home run from Caglione. Here comes a runner from 3rd, and he dives under the tag. Makes it 8-0.
At 8-0, the game looked as good as over. And if the score remained like this, it wouldn't just be a crushing loss in the US's quarterfinals bid, but one of the most embarrassing defeats in WBC history. So they got to work, chipping away as the bullpen entered the game.
That's a drive to right center field off of the bat of Gunnar Henderson to get the U.S. on the board.
It was just a solo shot, but it got them on the board. And with the seal finally broken, they continued to shave away at their deficit.
Fly to right field. Caglione's going back at the wall. Goodbye. Not finished yet.
Following Bryce Terang's 4th double of the tournament, Pete Crow Armstrong brought them even closer with a 3-run shot. But with the game maturing into the 8th, time was wearing thin to complete the comeback.
Overshorted into left center field. It's a 3rd consecutive 2-out hit. Schwarber's in to score. Smith to 3rd. It's an 8-5 game.
7 runs, 6 runs, 3 runs. Italy's lead was evaporating into thin air. So with 3 outs to play, the US embarked on one final attack.
This time he got a strike and he pounded it. His 2nd home run. It's 8-6.
PCA launched his 2nd home run of the night, and Witt singled to bring the tying run to the plate. With 2 outs though, the moment was up to Aaron Judge. Would the captain be able to save his team at the death, or would the comeback fall excruciatingly close?
Judge swings and misses, and Italy has pulled off a stunner.
Team USA is filled with superstars top to bottom on the roster, and yet fell to Italy in arguably the biggest upset in WBC history. And now their quarterfinals ticket might be in jeopardy. You see, in Group B, Italy stands atop at 3-0, then the US at 3-1, and Mexico at 2-1. Italy and Mexico square off tonight, and if Italy wins, the US is through. But if Mexico wins with 5 or more runs scored, the US will be eliminated. At the moment, it still seems likely that they will make it through. But regardless, with the players they have, they shouldn't be in this position at all.